Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have new Viseart to share with you guys today. I picked up their winter collection. Now their winter collection dropped last week on Beautylish and of course on their website, and it consists of these three Petit Four palettes. I hope I pronounced that right. I never took French. Let me go ahead and start showing you some up close pictures and swatches. The first palette, which I'm really excited for, is the shade Violetta. This just looks stunning. This is what really caught my eye and made me go ahead and buy the entire collection. The next one is the shade Amelie, and this is a very neutral, very everyday, easy to wear color story. And finally, we have Lilas Deux. I hope I pronounced that one right as well. This is a very nice, cool tone color story. Now, each of these little palettes retail for $25. Again, Beautylish and Viseart website. I also picked up a blush duo. I never tried a Viseart blush before. This is a shade I picked up and it's the shade Hibiscus. So I'll be applying this in a little bit. All I have right now on my cheeks is some bronzer. It's a ColourPop bronzer, the matte bronzer, and I'll be creating a look with each palette. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff. This is what I love to do. Love trying out new makeup. I love doing multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. I do makeup ranking videos here. We just have a good time while talking about makeup. And if that sounds like something you want to be a part of and you want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, do tend to upload quite a bit, do me a favor. Click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you like what you see, if you're a fan of Viseart or you just want to see what this winter collection is all about, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, everything that I'm wearing will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's start applying the blush, then I'll get into creating the three looks. If you want to see the new Viseart winter collection in action, keep on watching. All right, so let's go in with Hibiscus. I'm gonna do the top shade first, and I'm gonna apply that right up here. Let me know what your favorite shades are in the Viseart blush line. I like that they started selling them as duos. That's fairly new. I think they launched that, I think it was over the summer. Very buildable shade. It actually looks a little darker in the pan, but it's blending out really nicely. All right, now I'm going to go in with this pink shade, and that's going to go right here on the apple of my cheek. Now, you don't have to use them both at once. I am, obviously, because, you know, I want to try them out. But what you could do is just swirl your brush in and then just start buffing it or tapping it on your cheek. But I think that looks really pretty. Ooh, I like that. Okay, guys, so I am loving this little blush duo. Perfect. And it is matte. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I think you can tell that it is a matte blush. I like it. And they had several other options. I think I'm going to pick up the more peach leaning one next time. Not bad for 30 bucks, you know, that's pretty decent. I'm going to add some highlighter and then I'll be right back and we'll start creating the first look. All right, guys, Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer already on the eyelids. Let's start creating the first look. The palette I'm going to go in first with is Amelie, and this is the warm tone, most neutral warm tone leaning palette in the trio. Now, there's only so many things you can do with this palette, so I'm going to go in first with this shade, and I'll use the deeper one to darken up the outer corner. I'll probably do this on the lid, and then this one for the inner corner, and I'll probably wrap around the darker matte. I'll put that on the lower lash line. And I'm using my BK212. This is one of the new brushes in the core line extension. Very excited for the BK Black Friday sale. Refer is already having theirs right now. Refer site is 50% off. I think BK is going to be 20 or 25. I always forget, but I'll have details to both in the description box and or in a pinned comment. Wow, well, this shadow is deepening up a little bit. I like the color. I mean, it's a perfect transition shade. I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to go in with the deeper one. We'll start working that right out here. Very nice blend that I'm getting from these two mattes. Now on this BK-A504, I'm just bringing down the darker matte to the lower lash line. Now on a Refer 21, I'm picking up the darker shimmer. Apply that to the lid. Ooh, this is really pretty. I did feel a little bit of fallout. I think I picked up too much. Just adding a little bit more of the darker matte. Now I'm going to go in with the lighter shimmer for the inner corner. I'm using a damp Refer 03. Okay guys, I'm going to add a couple finishing touches. I do have some mascara on from the day, but I'll touch that up and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with Amelie. Okay guys, so here's the completed look with Amelie. I didn't add any liner directly to the lash line. I just kind of tight lined with my Give by Gwen Stefani liner in the shade Spiderwebs. The mascara, I'm wearing two different mascaras because I can't find the one I originally had on. I'm wearing Maybelline Sky High. That's what I had over here, and that's what I had when I started this look. And then I touched it up with the Tarte tubing mascara. I have no idea where my Sky High mascara went. I need to find that. But this is the look. Oh, and for the lower waterline, I went in with a Moira Cosmetics liner. This one is in the shade Peach. Just something to brighten up the look. This was a very easy look to create. The palette was effortless. Everything just blended and just worked so well, and this is going to be a nice palette to pair also with maybe some duochromes or multichromes that you have from indie brands, just because it is such a neutral palette, and the two matte shades that are in this palette are really good, really nice neutral warm tone mattes. And I will say the shimmers are really nice. I don't usually get this type of sparkle sometimes from Viseart. Their shimmers are more on the traditional side, but these shimmers, they pack a punch. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll go in with this Lilas palette next. Okay guys, so here is the cool tone neutral palette of the trio. Again, you're limited as to what you can do, placement on certain shadows. So I'm going to do the same thing like I did on this eye. We'll do this in the crease. This will be our transition. We'll use this to deepen up the outer corner. I'll also apply this on the lower lash line. I think I'll do this. Maybe we'll do a combination of these two on the lid. We'll see. But let me go ahead and start with the shade in the crease. I'm using my Game Beauty E01. Now on a Refer 13, I'm going in with a darker matte. And I'll be working this out here and also bringing it inwards along the crease. Perfect cool tone matte shades. Just blend so well together. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'll do a combination of these two shimmers. I'm gonna start first with this one, and then I'll lead into this one. We'll have this one be like towards the inner portion, the inner corner. I'm using a Refer 21. I did spray it. Ooh, this is very pretty. I am feeling a little bit of fallout. Same brush. Now I'm going in with the next shade. Oh, now maybe I should have flip-flopped these. Maybe that shade should have been towards the outer portion. I feel it's a little bit darker, but that's okay. Now on a BK-A504, I'm going in with the darker matte. I think I'm going to do this shimmer right here on the inner portion. Using a damp Refer 03. Okay guys, let me do some liner, touch up the mascara. I'll be right back to show you the completed look. Alright guys, so here is the completed look. For the top lash line, Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Liner, touched up the mascara. For the lower waterline, an LA Girl Pastel Dreams liner. This one is the shade Lavender. I love the way both of these looks turned out. Pick your fighter here. Are you warm tone or are you cool tone? Because they're both beautiful palettes. I was able to achieve flawless looks with them. Gosh, which one is my favorite? I mean, I think I wear more warm tones, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Lilas palette over here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me go ahead. I guess I'll just remove this look. I'll be right back and we're gonna play with the palette I am most excited about, the Violetta palette. Okay, this is the palette that sold me on the entire collection. I am so excited for this one. So we're getting a matte and we're also getting what appears to be a sequin. So treat the sequin as a matte because that's what it is. It just has a little bit of sparkle to it. So same drill. This is going to be in the crease and this one is going to be in the outer corner, and a combination of these two on the lid. Oh my god, I'm so excited, so excited. I'm going in with a Refer 14. Now you could pack either one of these mattes all over the lid and then just do one of the shimmers on top and call it a day. I think that would be really pretty. But I just want to create traditional looks. That way we can really just see, you know, try out the shadows, see how they perform. This shade is a little deeper than I was expecting it to be. Not terrible though. I mean, and I think you can see a little bit of the sparkle. It's a beautiful shade. I was expecting it to be a little bit lighter. Now with that same brush, I'm just going in with a darker matte. And I'm really just gonna work to deepen up this outer corner. Love it. Love it. Beautiful, guys. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do this one all over the lid, and then I'll do this like on the center, and we'll also use this one for the inner corner. And I'm using my damp Refer 21. That is a beautiful shade. Beautiful. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the dark matte and I'm going to use that to kind of just blend the edge a little bit. All right, now with my finger, I'm going to pick up some of this gorgeous shimmer. I am feeling quite a bit of fallout, but that's okay. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I knew this was worth picking up. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the lighter shade first. And I'm using a Refer 26. Now I'm going to pick up some of the darker matte, and I'm going to focus it right out here, the outer half. Same brush, I did spray it. I'm using the lighter shimmer, the one I used right here on the center. This is gorgeous. Okay guys, I am going to add those finishing touches, kind of clean up what fell, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look. Okay guys, so here is the completed look. Hands down, my favorite look, my favorite palette, Violetta. Love this one. This one I think is definitely a must-have, especially for the holidays. Oh, I love this look so, so much. Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Liner on the top lash line, and I just used my Give by Gwen Stefani in the shade Spiderwebs, the black one for the lower waterline. I think a black lower waterline, perfect. Perfect with this look. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts on the new Viseart Winter Collection. Okay guys, I am giving the new Viseart Winter Collection 2 amazing thumbs up. I loved this collection. And Violetta, the palette that I just got done using, this is a palette that really drew me in, that made me decide to buy this trio of quads, and I am so happy that I did. This is my favorite Viseart collection that I have in my stash, and Violetta is my favorite eyeshadow palette from Viseart that I have in my stash. That's a huge statement because I have quite a few Viseart palettes. I've been building my collection for over a year now, and I will have my Viseart playlist linked in a pinned comment. But this is a must-have palette. If you're only going to buy one from all of the three that I showed you, make it this one right here. This is just a beautiful winter, year-round, holiday, New Year's Eve eyeshadow quad. I love it. And I do want to mention the pans are removable and they do have a magnetic base. Love this one. This is my favorite. What can I say? I think my second favorite would be the one I have over here, the Lilas Deux palette. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is just your basic cool tone palette, and this, again, effortless. The shades just all work so well with one another. Across all three palettes, guys, the mattes are beautiful. They're easy to blend, they're easy to work with, they're pigmented, and the shimmers in all three of these palettes are some of my most favorite that Viseart has done. Usually their shimmers are not that impactful. They're more, you know, traditional style shimmers. These shimmers, they pack a punch. And if that's what you want from your shimmers, look no further than this Viseart winter collection. I feel, well, the basis behind Viseart is they're like a photography makeup brand. They're made for cinematography, and all of those duochromes and special shimmer shadows, they don't always show up so well on camera when you're doing that type of artistry. So that is the basic premise behind Viseart. That's why you're not going to see a whole bunch of duochromes and very sparkly, shifty shadows from them. But when they do it, like this winter collection, they do it so well. And I really enjoyed working with this palette. Third favorite, well, the last palette would be Amelie. Amelie is that basic warm tone neutral palette that you can just use every day, or you can pair this one with your favorite multi and duochromes from your favorite indie brands. I liked this palette. If you don't have the Natasha Denona mini nude palette, this might be one you'd want to consider picking up. It's a cheaper price tag at $25. Granted, you are only getting 4 shadows, but they're 4 amazing shadows. And guys, the blush in the shade Hibiscus, I loved it. These were pre-existing shades already. They just put it in a duo, and you can find all of this on the Beautylish website. They have, I think, 6 or 7 other blush duos. Again, none of the shades are new. They were already pre-existing, but I didn't have any, so I'm really glad that I picked it up. I'm glad I picked up everything. Everything in this collection is just getting 2 amazing thumbs up from me. Way to go, Viseart. I love this. This is, again, my favorite Viseart collection that I have in my stash. Now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know which palette was your favorite. Have you ordered any of these? I know some of you are diehard Viseart fans. Let me know if you're going to be picking anything up or which look you liked best. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.